This. Welcome everybody to the Bling Bling Jam June Zoom. It's exciting. I can't believe the time is flying by and so many great things are happening. First of all, registration is still open at 375. It will go up probably into the summer. I'm trying to keep it that way as much as I can. As you guys know, the event space doubled for me, but it's an amazing place. And make sure you book your rooms. The rooms are very reasonable. I think they're like $74 with everything included during the convention. You can't beat it. And there's a fridge in the room, there's a block, and when we sell out of that, I can add more if we know in time. So definitely book your rooms. They are booking up. And let me know if there's any other questions. There's a Walmart across the street, a fridge in your room. There's a great food court. It's amazing. You don't need to leave the hotel. Everything is there and ready. Also, we're now on TikTok. Please check us out and subscribe along with Instagram and Facebook. And I'm doing lives on YouTube. Interviews are happening again. I'm loading some up from people that attend Bling Bling Jam. I'll be doing Doug's tomorrow. I don't know when it'll debut, but they'll be debuted other times. And I did a live tonight. I'll be doing them once a week on Balloon News. So keep that in mind and check it out because there's a lot of things you're going to want to know about Bling Bling and what's happening in the industry. So stay tuned. And we'll have some tutorials in there as well, but not as many. It's mostly those things. Okay. And then we will also have a local Boston Balloon Jam for the folks that are in Boston want to come visit next Monday at IHOP. It's complimentary. We just ask people to order food and tip the waitress or welcome back. And I'll be back in Las Vegas in July. And for you guys that know, Lucy will be hosting a jam. I'm not going to give her address online because she wants people to be invited, and her address is not going to be publicly posted. And I understand that. But that'll be on July 20th. And then that's on International Balloon Holiday. And 2 days after, on International Balloon Dog Holiday, is the 22nd. We may do something as well, but I'll be in Vegas. If you're in the area or want to hang out, let me know. And again, that's just a fun thing. And with our holidays, speaking about our holidays, we have four. Okay. International Balloon Animal Day, International Balloon Dog Holiday, and International Balloon Holiday, and now Balloon Fusion, which will debut at the wedding on November 17th. It'll be the first one, and it's going to be amazing. So if you want to know more about that, check it out. As far as people trying to raise money to go, if you ask your clients and say, tips are greatly appreciated and welcome towards Balloon College Fund. What is Balloon College Fund? Everybody wants to extend, okay, in terms of a tip if they know there's a purpose behind it, right? You'll be surprised. I know Cecilia will tell you. I think she raised $5,000 last year, something crazy. Okay, because people want to really give you more money when they know you are doing something to improve yourself and they want to stand behind that, right? So don't knock it till you try it. You're gonna be totally thrown by that in a good way, and it works. So even the word just balloon college fund, it's a conversation, and obviously, so if you raise the money to come and you've already paid for it, well, obviously keep it up there because you might be able to pay for supplies or next year's or make money. You know what I'm saying? But you're not lying. You're coming and you're going to show them your work and what you improved upon, and they will definitely check in. So don't knock that till you try it. People don't ask. When you ask, you get. And if you don't ask the right ways, you don't know how to run your business yet. And that's part of learning. And that's okay. That's what we're here for, to help you and help you expand how you're thinking, because balloons are a great hobby. But last time I checked, balloons are not free. Gasoline's not free. Conventions aren't free. Hotels aren't free. So there's nothing wrong with making money. Just have fun and do it. And check Cecilia's YouTube station out where you can see her doing it live, working all the time, and sometimes working for tips. Is amazing. And we all share and collaborate, which I love. So that's all the stuff. I don't know if the Zoom next month will be, actually, probably it will be live from Lucy's. I might just do the combination game. It was easy and it was great to have do that last month. So we'll probably do that on the 20th of July, but stay tuned. That could change. Anything subject to change, but that makes it easy to pick a date. And that way I'm in Vegas. I can do it. She puts me on the big screen in her house and people that are at the gym can watch and you guys can tune in. It's kind of fun, right? So we'll probably do that. I'm just kind of making an executive decision. And that's it. So any questions on anything that's quick in terms of a question? More stuff coming out. We have internationals coming to Bling this year. Stay tuned. I think you guys are going to get real excited. I don't even know how many countries, but let me tell you something. It's going to be a really good Bling Bling Jam. I mean, I'm real excited about it. So stay tuned and never underestimate the power of Bling. So with that said, we have our Steve's Angels tonight, calling it like a mimic of Charlie's Angels. Hope you guys liked it. We have three gals on, which I loved. They were all laughing at me when I posted that, especially Aaliyah's mom. We were she was sleeping. We were talking about it. But anyway, it's all fun. So first of all, I'm going to bring Katrina on, and she's going to break things up. Remember, we are a deco twisting event, and let me get clarity on that. What does that mean? That means that we don't have less or more of the other. So in one room we have twisting the whole time, and another room we have decor the whole time. Okay, it's almost in a sense like two conventions in one. Okay, so a lot of people say you're just a twisting event. No, we're not. We've always been deco twisting. It doesn't mean you have to do decor. No, but if you want to, you do. And if you're a decorator you want to twist, then you can. So understand that so it doesn't cause confusion. And we don't want to be separated. I know there's this whole big thing of entertainers. They call the decorators stackers, vice versa. So we're all having fun, but we're also there to learn and to create and to bring everything together as one. So with that said, did I lose Katrina? No, here she is. I'm going to pin Katrina and I am going to, she has three segments. So I'm going to let her take it away. She's won our top dog. If you didn't know that, that means she was the most diversified uh, qualifier for that year that she did. Okay. And she's always upping her game. You can check her out on TikTok now. She's making a sensation and she's writing books. She's public speaking and she's doing more. So welcome all the way from New Zealand, Katrina.
Thank you, Steve. Am I
You're
off
welcome.
mute?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Just before I get started with my first twisting class today, I'm just going to run through, in case anyone wants to follow along with the next one I'm doing is the table centerpiece, but I know not all of you have things to hand, so I just thought I'd run through. We'll be making a B for the table centerpiece. I'm just going to show that roughly. Okay, so for that, if you want to follow along, you need 8 yellow,
Katrina,
5.
Katrina, can I
Yeah.
interrupt you for 1 second? I'm so sorry. I know we did the practice before. When I just pinned you and I have everybody kind of small above you, it does cut off your head a little bit now, where
Okay,
it didn't before. And I'm so sorry about that.
try that again. Is that any better?
A little better, a little better. It's much better actually when you go back, just like that.
Okay,
But we
are we
couldn't,
good now?
yeah, but we couldn't see the B.
Okay, perfect. Right, let me try this angle.
Yes, we
Can
can see
we?
it. Down,
Okay,
down a
so
little bit, down a
I,
little bit. There you go. Now we can see it.
okay, so I'm just going to run through the things you need to make this in case you want a bit of time whilst I'm doing this other class to grab the things if you want to follow along. So you've got 4 black 5-inch rounds, 8 5-inch rounds yellow, either a 12-inch linking balloon in yellow or a 12-inch yellow standard round balloon with a linking balloon, or you could do a raisin, and then just a 12-inch round balloon which you can draw a face on. And then we've used 4 260s in black. So I will leave that aside and we will do something with that in a little bit. But now you know what you're grabbing. Hopefully that's of help. Now I'm going to go through a little weaved bag, which I use in line work a lot. This necessarily wasn't my design originally, but I've used this concept and I wanted to share with you the concept of sort of creating one thing and using it for all different seasons or events. So I've got a few that I've made up, which I'd like to show you, and then we'll quickly go through the bag because it only takes 2 balloons, and then with whatever you want to embellish it with is what you can add within line work. So I'm going to show you a couple. So this one is one which you could use as a frozen princess bag. We've got a St. Patrick's Day one. And then, of course, it's just got the shamrocks on as the stickers. The Halloween one is exactly the same concept, but using a 5-inch round and some pipe cleaners just to build that spider out on that bag and attach it. And the reason I like to use the pipe cleaners, you can bend the legs left and right, or and just give it a little bit more 3D. And these spiders are really easy to assemble when you're sitting at home in front of the TV before your event. You can just knock out a few and keep them in your stash ready for your event. So that's just another idea of what you could do for the bag for the Halloween one. Moving on to Christmas. So adding it with a holly on the bag as opposed to something else. So, and adding the extra balloon around the top to make it look like a Santa stocking. So that's really fast and easy to do. And then we have the 4th of July one, which is the same style, but just a different area embellished. And then the standard princess one, which all the little girls seem to ask for. So the idea of that and me showing you that was sometimes as an artist, it's really hard to think of designs, particularly for different seasons or events throughout the year. But if you can find one or two very fast, versatile things like that, you can have that as a line work structure and just swap them out with colors and your embellishments. So for that, let's get 2 balloons of the same color, whatever colors you choose if you want to follow along. And I'm going to inflate them, leaving a good 8-finger tail. I'm going to start off with doing a very small pinch twist. And when I mean small, it is quite small. I'm going to do a bubble and turn that into a pinch twist. And then I'm going to repeat that on this other balloon. Right, I'm going to get my 2 balloons next to each other and make a decision on how big I want my bag. So I want the bag probably maybe about 7 fingers wide. So once I've done that, I'm just giving that a nice twist and twisting that side in. And same with that one. And that's your bottom of your bag. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to do a little bubble on this side and the same on the opposite side. And then we're going to come across, line them up. And I like to move them in a little bit as I go so the bag is tapered. And then when I go across, I'm rolling this through. So I'm swapping these 2 bubbles. And we do this 4 times. Okay, so going across. Okay, whichever is your longest one you're going to keep, you're going to discard this one. Right, so you're going to bring this over. I like to give it a little bit of a swing, so that's going to be the top of your bag. You're doing a little tiny bubble at the end, just enough to poke through and attack. So there you've got your bag. And then what I'm just going to do, I could throw some gems on it, or what I'm going to do, we're going to quickly do a sunflower. If I'm using anything on the bag to embellish it, I prefer to use a 160, just because it overpowers it if you're using a 260. Oh, we have a shoddy balloon, but that's all right, it'll do. Right. I'm just going to make a very simple flower to tie on. Okay. Hasn't come up very good at the gungy balloon, but that's all right. We'll work with what we have. And then with the tail, I'm just using that to wrap around the second one from the top, bring it in, tie it down, twist it in, discard the rest, and you can put on something for the middle. Now, I tend to keep a little bag here of any scraps, and the reason I keep these is sometimes you only need a tiny little bit for a center of flower or whatever, so it's good to keep your scraps in you can. Okay, there we are. I will hand back to you, Steve.
Okay, let's get a picture real quick with them. If you have to do it after, you can.
Pardon?
You have to do it after?
Do you want all of them?
Just a couple.
Okay, give me 1 second. I have to stand up.
No problem. Great job, Cecilia.
What's not? There we are. Does that work?
We want to see your face and just take a smile. Yeah.
Just like that one shape.
Yeah, that's better. There you go. And lower your face down a little bit. There you go. Got it. Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, I call you Cecilia. Thank you, Katrina. Great stuff. All right. Next, I want to remove the pin. Our top dog for 2 years. Oh, great job, Aaliyah. Let me see everybody. Put your balloons up if you jammed along.
Oh, cute.
Oh, my phone just froze on me. Okay. You guys go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Hold your balloons up. Great. Awesome. Great job. All right, our top dog for 2 years This past year, 2025, and was it 2023? Did I got that right, Ilya?
Oh,
I'm muting you. If you don't mind making yourself wide on that, if you can, that'll be great.
am I
And
wide now?
you are, but you're on the side.
Oh, is that better?
It's okay. It'll work. It'll work.
Okay. Oh,
Good
thank
job.
you, Katrina. I'll be using this a lot, and I really like your Christmas one as well.
Thank you.
Great job.
So, are
You're
we
doing a
starting it?
great job.
My
You look great. I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I actually got so many compliments on this today.
I bet.
Okay, so lately, for some reason, the bionic and robotic stuff has been so popular with me, at least the last month and a half. So today I'm going to be teaching a bionic arm and a bionic hammer. Let's see. So I know you guys see a lot of this in my hand, but for the line work version, the super quick line work version, you only need 3 balloons. So, and those are the gray 360 and 2 gray 260s. So, and then we're getting into the other stuff a little later. Okay, we're gonna take our gray 360 first, just for you guys can see how it's gonna be shaped. And we're gonna inflate it to about 3/4 of the way. Or you know what, maybe a little longer, let's see. Okay. We're gonna leave about 5 fingers left. Give it a squeeze and a tie. And again, this is the gray 360. And we're starting with the robotic arm first. Okay, and this is also, if I didn't mention it, this is a wearable. So, okay, we're going to begin with 2 pinch twists. Just to hold it stable. And then you're going to give it a squeeze and a stretch. So we just have the 2 pinch twists there. And we're going to measure our forearm. So just up to the elbow. And you might want to make it a little bit shorter. And we're gonna create 2 more pinch twists. And that popped. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Well, now you can watch me do it all over again. Okay, 2 pinch twists out of the gray 360.
Aaliyah, no wonder why you couldn't hear me. My audio was off.
Oh,
Just go a little slower because when you're going too fast, your camera stops. So try
okay.
to twist a little slower.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. So we were doing the gray 360 that we inflated to a hand's width, and we give it a squeeze and a stretch, and we're gonna create 2 pinch twists. Just like that. Just very simple 2 pinch twists. Give it a squeeze. And we're going to measure it down to about our forearm. And make 2 more pinch twists. Just like that. And we're going to shape it just like our arm. So we know how it's going to be. So we know how it's going to be placed. Just like that. And then we're going to just come all the way down to the end. And we're going to create 1 more pinch twist. And then we're leaving about a 1-inch bubble on the end there. So it kind of looks like 2 pinch twists. And it should be soft if you were squeezing and stretching the whole time. Okay, so we started off with 2 pinch twists, measured about our forearm, 2 more pinch twists, And then we just went up and did our last two, end bubble and pinch twist. So it should look like this, shaped like your arm. Okay, we're gonna put this down, and we're gonna inflate our gray 260, and we're gonna inflate this until about 3 or 4 fingers left. Ariel, and give it a tie. Okay. Now, because I've said it so many times, this is where I'm going to lose you all. We have to make 3 flower petals, but it's easier than what we have been doing. So we're going to take the nozzle of the 260 and we're going to attach it to the first 2 pinch twists we did on the 360. Just like that. Okay, we're going to create a flower petal large enough for a 260 to go through. And then twist back into the pinch twist. So we did 1 large flower petal, which is about 6 fingers left. We're going to give the balloon a squeeze and a stretch, and we're going to create 1 more. And we're going to, sorry, that wasn't 1 more. Okay, we're going to do the last one now. Squeeze and stretch. And again, it's about 6 fingers. And wrap it back into the pinch twist. Just like that. Okay, so we're going to be pulling the rest of the balloon through the flower petals. But if you're really pressed for time, you can just leave the fingers like this. So, and we're just doing 3 fingers. You can add on more, but all robots are different. So, okay, we're going to take the rest of the balloon and we're going to pull it through the 3 flower petals, just literally going backwards. So just 1, 2, 3. It's like if you're making a caterpillar or Hulk hand or Thanos hand, it's that same thing that you already do. Okay, we're gonna twist a 1-inch bubble off of the rest of that 260, and then just wrap it into the pinch twist, and I'll show you how it looks at the end. So at the end, you should just have basically 3 pinch twists at the bottom. And adjust the twist. So this is what you should have. So we had our beginning of our grade 360. We had 2 pinch twists, measured the forearm, 2 more pinch twists, acting as the elbow. We went up, 2 more pinch twists as the shoulder up here. And then when we took our grade 260, we just made 3 6-finger flower petals attached to that beginning of the grade 360. And then we pulled the rest through. And then again, if you're pressed for time, you don't have to pull the rest through. So you can see the fingers, forearm, elbow, shoulder, rest of the arm. Okay. We're gonna grab our last gray 260, and this is just how we're gonna make it a wearable, basically. And then I'll show you the additional you can do. And we're gonna inflate a gray 360. And we're gonna want a lot of tail on this, or I'm sorry, not a lot of tail, about 2, 3 fingers. And you want this balloon pretty soft because this is what makes it wearable. So squeeze and stretch really well. And we're gonna attach this where we've been starting everything, right at those beginning 2 pinches of the grade 360. Okay. So all we did was attach it. You're gonna take the rest of this grade 360 And we're going to attach it to the elbow pinch twist. So that second set of pinch twists out of the 3. Just like that. Okay, and I have that grade 260 just on top. Squeeze and stretch. And I would usually wrap it around the child or adult at this point. Or in this case, I'm just going to measure myself here. And wrap it back into the patient. Just like that. Just like a slip on pretty easy. And if you would like to, you can just bring the rest of this grade 360 to match the rest, you can match the grade 260 to the grade 360 up here, if you'd like. And break the rest off. Okay. And so this is basically how it would look. Pretty simple, just out of the grays. And if you wanted to, you can actually take a 4th grade 260 and just tie it end to end. Don't inflate it. Don't puff inflate it either. And you can attach it where you put the 3 flower petals and the beginning grade pinch twist. That way they also have something to grip onto. Just like that. Okay. But if you want to just add in that little extra touch, if you have a second, I have, let's see.
That is neat.
Oh, thank you. I've been making a lot.
I bet.
Okay. If you want to just add in a little extra to it that doesn't take any extra time, you can either do 1 red and 1 blue or 2 red and 2 blue. So these are just wires coming out. Okay, so you're just going to take, if you're doing 2, you're going to start from the very top and go to the very bottom. If you're doing 4 balloons, you're going to meet halfway. So I'm not tying these. I'm literally just wrapping them into the pinch twist together. So no puff inflating or anything like that. Just wrap them around. The pinch twist, the beginning pinch twist. Just like that. And let me get to an easier angle. There we go. Okay, so these are flower petals we started with. These are my 260s. This is the elbow pinch twist over here. We're just going to take the other end of the 260 and wrap it into those pinch twists. In a specific way, just where it's visible to look like wires. Okay, and then if you're doing 4, you just put the other 2 where you ended, right in the middle. Just wrap it around where it doesn't come off, and bring it up to the top. Okay, and then you can just flip it back on. It's very easy to come on and come off. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's the bionic arm.
So tell me something, Aaliyah, or tell everybody else something. Why is this so popular right now? And is it mostly boys that want it, or is it boys and girls?
I think I have the idea. Oh. It's a Toy Story. There is the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear, and now it's coming that glove that is a robotic app from Buzz Lightyear. Kids have it as a toy. Because I already knew that request. Yeah, it's like now they just want the glove of Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
that is the glove of Buzz Lightyear.
Yes. So imagine you can play this with whites and then purple and green, kind of past layer colors, and they just want the arm.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know
wow.
that either.
Oh, that's perfect. It was like a lot of boys mostly have been asking for
That's what I
tonal
thought.
armor.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay,
It's
good.
and they haven't just been asking for the gray. It's been like any color. So
They've been
yeah,
asking for gray, you said?
yeah. It's like I know a classic robotic
Okay.
arm is gray, but
Right,
I've
right.
been here for blue, green, pink. It's very weird.
Exactly. That's good to know. Thank you, Cecilia.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Cecilia. So yeah, you can take it from like a 3 balloon to an 8 balloon pretty quick.
Right.
Do I have time for another or no?
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Well, you can do two different things. We can have Katrina come back on, but she has 3 segments, and have you come back on after that to break it up, or we can have you go and do this next one.
It's up to you guys.
Let's bring Katrina on, bring you right back. And
Yep.
that way, okay, awesome. I appreciate it, if you don't mind. But
Yep.
before that, hold on. Let's see who made what you just made. Everybody make it, show it.
I saw Cecilia's. Cecilia did a great job.
Yeah.
Not sure anyone else.
Awesome. All right. Great job, Cecilia. I will mute you, Aaliyah, and bring Katrina back. I asked her to mute you, Katrina, and I will pin you. There you go. Yep, we can see you. Can you hear me okay?
Was that good or even slower?
That was good.
You're a little too close.
They went crazy. I had no idea that was Buzz Lightyear's arm.
I didn't either.
Not, I just made something up.
Me neither, but this is a theory. I'm not sure, Elia. But the kid, asked me for Buzz Lightyear, and he had a toy as Buzz Lightyear glove, and he wanted me to recreate it. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but I don't know if something to do with Buzz Lightyear and
I'm wondering, because I was one of the same thing, as the kids know all the trends, obviously, but we have to know too, just in case they ask. So that was, yeah, but you could be right. But I had a feeling it was something like that. Hey, up. Your face is covered a little bit, Katrina. Just down a little bit. Otherwise, it's good. And I can't hear you. You have no sound.
yeah, but you can unmute her, Steve, because you are the hoster.
I did unmute her.
Okay.
There you go.
Awesome.
Are we good now?
We're good now. Your head's a little cut off, but it works. There you go. Now I can see your face. Awesome.
Perfect. Okay. So today I thought I'd show you a table centerpiece B. Now the reason I thought about this is because I wanted to show and share how a sculpture that is made for decor can be downsized to a table centerpiece quite easily. But the bee is quite versatile. Like in New Zealand, we have a parliament building called the Beehive. So I've made quite a few of these over the year for my local MPs who have requested them over Christmas and New Year because of the Beehive in Wellington. Or you could, I've had another lady who is a manager give it to one of her staff members as a busy bee. Or you could change this to be mine for Valentine's Day, or give it to a beekeeper. So there's a few options to do with it, and it comes together really fast. So I'll just place this back here, and let's get started. So you're going to start off with the black 5-inch rounds. You're going to make a duplet and then turn that into a quad. So you've got that. Okay, and then I've gone down 1 inch size smaller on the duplet, and this is going to be the bottom of the bee. And I'm going to use one of these knots from the middle and just loop it in to my black at the bottom. So we've got that. Okay. Now, if you don't have a quick link available, I'm just going to double stuff this. These 12-inch quick links that I have are really quite bad quality, so I can't put a raisin in without popping them. But we're working with what we have here, so that's okay. So we can do that. Right. Now I'm just going to inflate that. And this is going to serve as our bee's body. Right. We'll put that aside. Now we're going to use another 12-inch. These are printed. However, if you have something that's not printed, you can draw a face on. And we're just going to tie this straight in to the top. Okay. Okay, so I've got that. Right. Oh, that one's a bit. Oh, please bear with when add a balloon. Just wait. Okay. So I'm going to go in and make my bee's hands. And you can do loops or whatever works for you. I'm just doing very basic bubbles. Right. And I'm going to give that a bit of a measure up. And do the same on the side.
Lee and Cecilia making it right along with you. Maybe Tina too.
Okay. I did short count you guys, so I apologize. We're going to need 2 more 5-inch rounds in yellow. And I'm going to split these in half, and we're going to use them for stabilizing the bee's neck, but we're essentially turning these into quads. So I'll just inflate them both because it's easier to work with. I'm leaving a nice long neck to play with and tying the knot of the balloon right down by that nozzle, so I've got room to break these in half. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to split. So there, like that. Split, and then we're going to put them together. So we have that. And that is going to go right in, and that is going to serve stabilizing your bumblebee's neck. Okay. So we have that. Okay. Or upside down, I'm holding it. Okay. Now we are going to move on to just doing our stripes. So for these, we're going to use the 260s in the black. And I'm going to start off with doing 2 pinch twists, quite small. And these are just to help lock in place. But the reason we're doing the pinch twist is also to stabilize the wings at the back, because you want your wings to sit out nicely and not swamp each other. So I'm just wrapping that around, and I'm going to twist the back in. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the rest of that. Now you can have 2 stripes or 3. I personally like 3 because I like the look of the odd number, and to me it sits a bit better when it's sitting. It just looks a little bit more eye-catching when there's 3. But again, do what works for you. If you're working to a budget, that also can come into account. So, right, rounder's tummy. And we're just twisting right into that back. Get rid of that. Okay. Now I'm going to tie this into our feet and then decide if I want a 3rd stripe or not, which I do like having a 3rd stripe on the bee because it helps stabilize just its bottom legs and its body. Okay. Keep that straight. We're going to put those arms like that. Put those arms down a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to put 1 more stripe on just to help secure that bottom body.
Looks good, Cecilia. It's a cute idea, Katrina.
Okay. So this bit's mainly for look, but if you've got a breezy room and you do want a little bit more stabilization to your bumblebee, that's why we're putting the bottom one on.
Or you could do some water weights too, right?
I'll twist it around in a minute so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just have a few short there we are. So I'm just giving my stripes a bit of a twist so they're all lined up in a nice little row behind, okay? Because we're going to attach the wings, and this gives you flexibility if you do this for your wings, because you can have them up or down, or you can attach them outwards in more of a horizontal position. Okay, so you could attach your wings from here to here, or you could put them in a butterfly look and across. So this just gives you a few more options when you're working with your bumblebee. Okay, I've got my wings So we'll put the bee at the side for a minute. So as I said, there's a couple of ways you can do your wings. You can tie them together like that and do very small wings. But if you're wanting to do slightly larger wings and look a little bit more size proportional, you can also go up and down, and that's when you tie into those pinch twists at the back. So your wings are sticking more out the back of your bumblebee, like if you were making a princess backpack. So I've decided I'm going to go like that, and then I'm giving my wing a bit of a squish to get some shape to it. And I'm just going to get rid of the rest. Moment. There we are. And then I'm just going to size my other wing to be about the same.
This is great, Katrina. Looks good.
And this is where your pinch twists come into play, because now you've got choices of attaching it high, out to the side. You could attach one top of the balloon to here and the other bit down. So that's the whole reason I like to keep those pinch twists out the back. I'm just going to attach these wings, and then we can have a little bit more of a look. I tend to shoot for the middle pinch twist in this bee. And then what you're going to do is just sit that pinch twist there, so it will stabilize your wings. And then the last thing we're going to do is make another little feeler. Now you can also do this if you have a good quality balloon. You can do a couple of raisin twists and attach these feelers, but I'm using double-sided tape today, just on the grounds as I know that I am using some balloons that probably couldn't handle what I want to pull off. So we're only inflating the black balloon to be about that much, because all this is going to be for is the bumblebee's feeler. So I'm doing 4 little tiny loops about yay size. You can obviously do them however you like. We're just trying to keep things size proportional with this bee today. Okay. And then I'm just going to step. Okay. So you've now got 2 feelers or antennae or whatever we call these.
Yep.
Antennas.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know the word you were saying. I was trying to figure it out, but
Feelers. We call them like feelers in New Zealand.
We call antenna. That's okay.
Okay. It's all right. We use both words, feelers or antennae, whatever works.
That makes sense though. Feelers, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm just putting the tape on sort of I normally put it on 2 sides, but I've got an extra bit, so I'll put it on 3. So I've just done that. And we'll bring Bumblebee back. And what I like to do now is just line everything up. So we've got the Bumblebee there. Let's get our face in the right looking way. I'm going to give that arm a bit of a bend. And that arm a bit of a bend. Just so he's got a little bit of shape to his arms. Now I have to stand up for this, so bear with me, please. We'll put the bee on the chair so you can see what we're doing. And I'm just taking my double-sided tape off. And I like them sort of coming off the side a bit. And the good thing with these, the bee, you can put a heart in its hand if you're doing this for Valentine's. You could put a rose in this bee hand for Valentine's. If this is for a busy bee as an office worker, you could put a scroll or a thank you note in the hand, just depending on how you're adapting that. And then that is your busy bee.
Okay.
Now, the only thing that I haven't shown you is with this one, I have attached a water weight in the bottom just to keep that bee stabilized. So that's easy enough to do. We all know how to make water weights. So that concludes the bumblebee
Let's get a picture though. We can see your face and see the bee's face together. We only need one of them. Well, we can't see your face at all right now.
You can't see me?
No, we can't see you. We can't see the bee.
Oh, God.
Down even more. Yeah, I can see you now. I can see you now, but I can't.
Give me 1 second. I'll just adjust the camera.
Sure.
Bear with, please. Sorry.
Well, that's true for a spelling bee, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Also, I was telling Katrina that the local farm, this would be great for. I do the farm over here.
Is that any better?
It is, but I want to see you with it. Your face.
Okay, hang on.
There you go.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I only see one, but that's okay. That's fine. Great. Great stuff.
Okay.
Let's see who did it. Let me remove the pin. All right. Let's see everybody.
Hang on. I just
Put up here if you made one. Oh, Arla did one too. Excuse me.
Wow, that's so cute.
That looks great.
That's awesome.
Great job. All right. Any questions for Katrina on that?
No, but writing it down's the only way I'll remember it.
Right.
So what I can do is I can you can refer to this on the Facebook, but what I will do is on the chat when Steve posts this, I'll put the sizing of the balloons in if that's helpful.
Sure. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Katrina. I'm going to bring Aaliyah back in. Ask to unmute her. And
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm changing cameras.
no problem. I just pinned you though.
Trying to find the best angle. Sorry.
And welcome folks who came in. Some came in as always. Zach and Zoe, Sharon, welcome. Welcome, Christopher in Costa Rica. I don't know who else I didn't say hi to, but welcome.
Okay. Can you guys see me well?
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's take a picture of you with the bee.
Oh, yep.
Looks good. Awesome.
Okay. I just gotta put this somewhere.
Your sound is weird.
Let's see.
That's a little better. You were echoing before.
Maybe. Can you hear me now?
It's okay. Keep talking.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a bionic hammer now. So we just did the bionic arm,
A
and
bionic
this is
hammer.
yeah. So after these parties, now everyone's it's anything bionic apparently. So
Great.
not sure what the big craze is, but yeah, it's going crazy. Let's see. So this one, just because I was coming out of a fast line work version as I was live, I'm doing it's basically a Thor hammer, like the superhero, just a little bionic mixed in. Okay, we're gonna start with a gray 360, and we're gonna inflate it most of the way. So we're gonna put about a 4-finger tail on this 360 because we're just going to be making 4 bubbles out of it that are fairly large and squeezing and stretching. And before I start this one, I just wanted to give a little tip out. If you guys have a premium smart twist, I know Katrina asked me a few months ago, if your premium smart twist ever just stops completely, even though it's charged, set it on a timer, no matter what it is, at like 4 seconds, and then it'll work perfectly fine. So I'm not really sure what's inside that makes it stop like that, but just a little tip if you think it's broken. Oh, and another tip, sorry, got 2 bonus tips. Um, these gray 360s are all that I had on hand, but if you want to make it look even more realistic, I believe it's Calisan and Elatex. They have Chrome 360s. So just a little tip. Okay, gray 360 most of the way. Okay, nice and soft. We're gonna create a bubble. Let's see how much this is. About 12 fingers.
Nice new free food. Yeah. The woman.
Somebody was talking. I muted them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 12 finger bubble. We're gonna come back down and lock it down or lock it in and giving it a squeeze as well. And pull that nozzle through to lock it in or it doesn't come undone. And we're gonna squeeze and stretch again. And we're gonna come up, measure that 12 fingers again, give it a twist. And you can push it through. And that locks again. Again, just like that. And we're just gonna, you guessed it, go back where we have 4. Okay, so I have a nub left on there. I'm just gonna push it in. If I try and pop this, it's just gonna create trouble. Okay, just like this. You literally have 4 bubbles. That's it. Okay, and they're all sized to 10 to 12 fingers. So just for you use the whole 360, get it knocked out of the way. Okay, we're gonna use our brown 360. Or you know what? No, we'll do the wires first. So when it comes to the wires on the gray 4 bubbles or quad, I just take an uninflated red or blue and come to the end. Hopefully you guys can see that. Maybe I should come up closer. There it is. Okay. I'm just gonna come around and tie it without dropping it. And If you have wire or tails leaking out, I would just leave it there. It's just like open wires, just like anything robotic. And then I would switch up color and do blue on the other end. And it's the same thing, just wrapping it around and tying it. Just to make sure the gray balloons hold their shape. So, oops. Or anything like that. And it may actually be better just to keep it in the middle, just like that. So far, nice and simple. We did 4 balloons and we tied 2 on and plated on. Okay. We're gonna take our brown or black 360, or you can use I think it's called graphite. It's like the really dark gray or space gray. I'm using desert sand, what I have on hand, and this is a 360. And we're going to leave 4 fingers. I'm actually going to inflate 2 of these just for a little more stability. But if you're on a time crunch, just do the one. You'll be fine. Okay, whether you have 1 or 2 of these, you're going to create 2 pinch notes. Um, sides, maybe 2 fingers. Because this is actually just going to be stuck inside of the 2, or inside of the gray bubbles here. So we created 2 pinches out of the brown, black, space gray, 360, whatever you have. And we squeeze and stretch it down for its soft. And then we have our gray block, I guess you call it. Okay, we're just going to take our 2 pinches and we're going to put it in between the wires and push it down inside the gray. Just like that. Hopefully you saw that. But I have it, 2 pinches just inside, just like that. Okay. So now we're just going to create the handle. We're going to go down as far as you'd like. I like, let's see, about 8 fingers. Kind of soft. It says 1 or 2 bubbles, depending on if you're using 1 or 2 balloons. And we're going to create 2 more pinch strips right after these 8 finger bubbles. This tight, but you can make it just a little bit longer. So that's going to create a bird focus there. Just going to get a little stronger. Okay, so before I move on, we have the 4 gray bubbles up the top, a uninflated red and an uninflated blue, just tied around it. And you can take 1 or 2 of black, a dark gray, a brown 360, create 2 pinches, and you just stuff it right inside, just right, and it will hold. And then we came down about 8 fingers and made 3 pinch twists. Okay. You can cut the sides here. I'm going to make it just a little longer and come down about a hand's width. And I'm just going to create a couple more pinches just to make sure it holds. And there is a reason for these pinches besides it just holding there. we're just going to do 2, and we're going to break off the rest, or that one that you have on there. Okay. So this. And you can wrap the tails in, or you can break it off. So it's just like this. So if you're not making something bionic, this is just a Thor hammer, or you can just call it just a battle hammer, I guess. Okay, we're going to take a blue and a red again. And again, this part is optional because you already have the wires up here. You can either go from the very top with the pinch twist that we put inside of the green bubbles, or you can just do this bottom area here. We're just going to take 2 balloons, 1 red, 1 blue, not puff inflating, not tying, just wrapping it in. Oh yeah, these are actually pretty stable. There's actually no repairing. I guess it's because I'm using 360s.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you need repairing on that either.
No, yeah, it was actually pretty strong. It's stronger than a sword. So
Right.
Okay, attaching these to the pinch twist, and then I'm just gonna go to the bottom again, just where it looks like water. It's nothing fancy. Just make it visible. And you can either wrap these in, these 2 ends, or you can just leave it out because that's how bionic things look. So, and that is the bionic hammer.
I want to get a picture. Hold on. Oh, I'm so happy you're smiling. Yay. I don't have to tell you. You're getting good at it. I love it. That's great. I can see that being popular.
Oh yeah, it's like these are right now. These are bigger than the swords for me.
Really? And they call it bionic hammer.
Yeah, that's kind of just what I named it. It was just for some reason my lines have just been beyond bionic anything.
Yeah. Did anybody make it, Cecilia? Anybody else? Great.
And it's like any animal that you make it gray and add in a red or blue, and it's automatically bionic or pretty much anything you make.
Right. Awesome. Who just came on in here?
Louis?
Oh, okay, perfect. Louis, I'm just gonna mute you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great idea, Arla.
Oh, sorry.
That's a really good idea.
Katrina, how long is your next version? Do you want me to have you go on now, or will you have Cecilia come on? I just unmuted you. I can't hear you. You have to click on the unmute as well, so I can hear you. No, let's do it again. I asked to unmute.
Is it done?
Yes, it's on. How long is the
Yeah,
next?
I'm happy to go on, but is Cecilia all right with the electricity? I'm a bit worried about that.
Nothing happened. You see, it was a tornado alert, but never came. It's always the same. They want to scare me, but nothing happened. So don't
Cecilia,
worry.
do you want me to do yours and bring her on and bring you back? What would you like?
Well, put Cecilia on and I'll do mine last.
Let's put you on, Cecilia.
Okay, let's do one, and this one it's
That'd be great.
Well, this is like kind of like an experiment, but I'm trying something line twisting.
That's great for the 4th of July.
For the 4th of July, exactly.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you can always make just a wand with these colors, teal,
exactly.
mint, and then just the fire, the flame, and that can be a torch. So because kids, what they want to just grab something as a wand, a scepter, something that looks like a sword, but it can be a wand, but with a flame on top. It's just that is already easy. You make a wand and yellow, fire, orange, any color on top.
That's great.
This type of concept that it works great. But I'm gonna show this because it's kind of fun, just a technique. And
Exactly.
And you may not have the colors, like I have here, teal, but any color, just give it a try if you have a linking, because this is, has 260 linking and then a 160. That same color, different shape balloons. And that's how, like, any color really, if you have a balloon 160, one balloon 260, and then one linking, any color, because we're practicing, we're jamming. So let's try first the linking. I'm using a 6-inch pastel Tiffany from Decomex. So you just don't inflate it too much, just something roundish, small, that the palm of your hand. And the thing to twist linkings or round balloons is underinflated. It's going to make things easier.
Exactly.
You just tied it, in this occasion, close to the nozzle. And you can squish the air up. We're trying to make 2-pinch twists in this side. So we squish the air up. So now this, it's tight, but my right hand regulates, and push all the air to this part. So then my right hand is going to be regulated. You have to feel each bubble. You don't want it to be, you see, my other hand, automatically, it's like squishing here for one bubble, the other one is giving it, but not all, because you want to save. And that's something, in some way organic, because you have to feel it. But the way I do it is I make 2 bubbles, secure the 2 bubbles, and then I make a pinch twist, or double 2 pinch twists. Make sure you have, good quality balloons. But what I like is when you're at events, really, just with practice, you can be much faster with this concept. See, I'm making just one bubble first, and the other one, I just pass it around. So then it's 2 pinch twists. You can twist them. So why? Because this is kind of the crown, and then the crown is gonna have some spines, right? That is the leftover of the 160. It's just a representation. But if you know about some fun facts or facts about the Statue of Liberty, that's kind of a good education for, the kids on events, in July, the 4th of July. So this was maybe the hardest part. The rest, we're gonna grab the same color or whatever color you have. I'm gonna just use different colors so you can see the difference. And this time I'm gonna just use pink. And you just have to inflate it.
You mean she spray painted? No kidding.
I know. No, what is the material? Bronze, right?
Yeah. No. I think copper.
Copper. Yes, that's what it's oxidating, and it have that color kind of seal. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So you just inflate this one like 5-finger tail and tie it like a regular one. You create one loop, something like a 4 3-finger loop. Twist. Good enough for a bubble to get stuck in there, like a pinch twist is gonna get stuck in there. So just lock that. The next loop supposed to be the same size, but things doesn't have to be perfect. Then you just make a bubble pinch twist, like 2-finger bubble pinch twist, kind of like a regular one. You can make another bubble pinch twist, so then it's more stable. Another bubble pinch twist. So it's like when you make a bow, something like this, just take it to the side. And then here's, like 8 to 10-finger long. The thing is, this have to be a spiral. And then whatever is left over, down. So in some way, have to be green. So this is what I do. It's and it's kind of like 10-finger bubble. Then I'm going to twist. So for the squisher is going to look better for an spiral. If I can, twist it. And then I take it, like this. So then it's low. And then just with this, go against the spiral. So then it's a little bit thicker. Like a dress, so many things, right? And then the rest, if you have some leftover, you can take the air and tie it, or if you even want, just get it stuck in there. It may not be the best, but it stays. Later, because it's holding the, what is the legislation thing in which arm. So I think that, let me see, because, okay. So do you know which arm holds? I think is this correct? Because one arm holds the torch, the other arm, and you have to remember those things. See, because the idea is you teach the kids, as you know. But we're gonna pretend this one is correct. But who knows? Someone knows which arm?
I don't know.
How is that possible? People,
I have no idea.
how when you see it, I see it like this on the I see it like this.
Trina's raising her hand.
Right arm holds the torch. Left arm holds the legislation, independence declaration.
Oh, I should have known that.
Left arm holds the declaration. So it's like this. So I'm gonna just look at it. But this is the funny thing because it's like a mirror, right? So that's one back. So then you just grab the head, put it here. So if it's all the same color. So she's like a princess, right? She's like, then that's the head. One pinch twist goes in the front. And then just one more balloon that is going to be the 160. And the idea is all the same color, but play with what you have with you. I'm going to, in this occasion, go with, let me see, I guess, red. You can try with 260. I wonder how it will look, because the thing when I say 160 is because I have the brand Decomex, and the 160s from Decomex are not that skinny. So that's why. But let's give it a try. 61, I think, is the Tallatex. And again, you inflate it like 5-finger tail. And then you tie it. And this is going to be first the arm. So push it straight. And you make 2 pinch twists. Like 2-finger bubble. 2-finger bubble, pinch twist. 2 of those. You can add one more because this is so skinny. I'm going to add one more. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Because here on top is going to be yellow or orange or even a red for the fire, but yellow of orange is going to be better. And then you're going to now calculate, because this is where the other thing I noticed, she has here like the crown part, you know, the point. So you calculate that is like this long. You see, because then the point is this long, approximately. Slightly longer, right? Like 3-finger longer. And then you reach this point that it's approximately like 9-finger long. Twist, and we're gonna create a bubble like this 2-finger bubble. And that bubble is gonna be a pinch twist because it's easier than that pinch twist get stuck in this side, right? So let's imagine it's this side. So let's put it there. Open that one of the loops, here. But you can even pass it all the way through. That's in reality, you can just pass it through because it's so skinny. But what I'm gonna do is just from here, then I'm gonna just squish and take it all the way to the other side. And that's how it stays. You see, one arm up, and the other one, it's half like holding it. So you want something like create from here, maybe 3 to 4-finger bubble. Gonna bend them like 2 little, something like this, look, like 4-finger bubble and 2, you bend it. You see, like a little arm. And then from there, you just create a loop representing the, what is like the declaration. And then to make it stable, just a bubble pinch twist. You can make another one. Now from here, just cut, leaving a long tip. So it's all representation, which, you know, for line twisting that I like that way. Cut it, leaving a long tip, but don't lose the air from here because whatever is left over, you're gonna split it in half, and there's gonna have, in this occasion, 4 points. You can have 5, but it's gonna be pushing too much the balloon. So I'm just gonna cut it, leaving a long tip that I'm talking, like imagine 8-finger long. You cut. Don't get rid of this, just tie it. Save it. And this part, you lose the air, and you just use it to pass it right here in one of the loops, and then pull it up. Take it and just kind of like that. With another one of these, and then pull it up, wrap it around. You can accommodate things in a moment. How? Like this, you want it to be a little bit more bending. You see, now you can play with the concept and accommodate things. So it's a representation. Here, whatever is left over, you just have to stretch, split in half, cut it, hide it, and repeat the same, whatever is left over, hide it, and then just this, I split in half, kind of the same size if it's possible, and then the most soft and squishable, use it to pass it around in between these pinch twists. Kind of spread it. You want one next to the other one. So whatever looks better. Something like this. So now think that is the same, color. So, but so far it's looking something like this. I don't know if you can see just the final part at 160, and I recommend you yellow. Doesn't have to be an entire balloon. Even now from here in mind, you can put a LED light inside just a little piece of 5-inch round under inflated, and that's totally like plain. But if you have a piece of 160, you can just make like one thing, 3-finger bubble, another one is slightly longer, 5-finger bubble, then one like slightly longer and one is slightly shorter, and create something, like different sizes. And I like the idea of representation, especially for line twisting, guys, because this is how you interpret it, and it's a challenge, right? We're trying to make things fast for events, and that's kind of so now from here, you can just make the simple, because it's not that detailed, it's all poker, but simple, stickers or just, eyes, and just simple, and with a smiley face, you can add more details. But this is one design that I think if you play now with the same colors, it can be fun. Give it a try. Yes, something that you can make it better. That's kind of cool, right? You can always think about making it better. Imagine with white.
I love it.
Yeah. What do you think, guys? You see, and even, as simple as it can be as a wand. You make it with a wand, that regular wand. Looks big, and the idea of a bubble stuck in a pinch twist takes the arm up, and the other one just bend it, and it's a representation.
Let's take a picture, Cecilia.
Let's see, people.
I want to see your face, Cecilia, and smiling, and your two girlfriends. There you go.
Like it's just an idea, but I hope you can make it better, guys. That's I have awesome. Another design if you want, but it can be for the next term. But this is another that I'm thinking.
Oh, God, that's huge.
See,
we probably have time. Let's see what we'll do. We'll do Katrina real quick, Katrina, and then we'll do you. We have 30 minutes.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see if anybody made it.
Oh, I went too fast. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It looks great. Look at me. I love it. Yeah. You make it so cute.
That's great.
And it's a green. You using a spring green, right? Spring green.
I asked you to unmute you, Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for Cecilia? Awesome. Great job, Cecilia. And Katrina, you're on.
Mm-hmm.
This is Deco Twisting, guys.
Can you guys see the pole and the green balloons?
We can. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so this can be made into a column. I'm just doing it a half-size one purely for videoing angles. But to enhance the column and build it upwards, you're just going to need to repeat the flower, and I'll talk you through that as we go. So what we're building today is a bumblebee on top of a flower, and it's more just to show you that you don't always need a 3-foot balloon or a foil balloon to top a column. So I've put the grass on to begin with. Since we all know how to do a lot of this, I've started already. So these are going to be the bumblebee's feet. So we're just going to plot them and put them straight on top of our green. Okay. We're going into building the flower now. So this is going to be one section of the flower. Let's stop this. Give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Sorry, guys. I have botched my colours up. I'm so sorry. I botched my colours up. Okay, bear with. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're starting with the bottom of the flower. That yellow is going straight on there. Then you're going to have a centre of your flower, which whatever colours you like. I'm choosing the spots because that will enhance the bee, and that's working with that. So you're going to want a spot at the front and a spot at the back. So you're just swapping places with that back one. And these are all the same size. Everything so far is the same size. Right, so effectively that's your flower coming together. Right. Now this is going to serve as your second bit of grass. Now, if you wanted to build your column up further and higher, this is where you would just repeat your bumblebee and your flower. So if you wanted this as a taller column, you would just put another flower and another flower on top. Okay. If you are doing this as a column, you can get away with 2 flowers, which would take you to about here. And then you can put your bee on top. But today, as I said, we're working with what we have. This is going to be our bumblebee's feet. Right. So you've got your bee's feet, and then you are going to have your quick link. And what I've done is I have tied a uninflated 260 on the bottom, and that's going to help wrap into your column and just stabilize that bee's body so it doesn't flop around. Before we tie that on, I'm going to attach the bumblebee's head to the link. Just like so. And I'm just decorating that 260 down so that link is nice and secure. So we have that so far.
Katrina, can you move that whole thing backwards?
Give me one moment.
Yeah, so we can see. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Okay. Now we are going to install our stripes. So we're doing the exact same thing as what we did before, and we are going to put a pinch twist in the end of our 260. Turn that into a double pinch twist because that is going to serve for our wings. That one's a bit short, so I'm going to make the arm out of that one. Sorry, guys. Put that a good straight down. Let me just grab 2 more balloons from over here. Sorry, I didn't inflate what I should have. Right. I prefer using black 5-inch rounds for its neck, but the blacks I have are probably not very good at this stage, so I'm just going to compensate and use some yellow. I'm just going to tie those together. Do the exact same thing again. So I'm putting them into duplex and then putting them into a quad. And now I'm going to be wrapping them straight into that bumblebee's neck to stabilize that head and stop it flopping around. Right. There we go.
Katrina, can I bother you to ask one more time? Can you move the whole thing back sort of by the door? Because we're missing the whole top of the bumblebee.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that better?
Not perfect, but yeah.
Hang on, give me a minute.
You gotta move the camera up.
Tilt your camera
There
up.
you
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
There we are. Okay. So we're going straight back into doing our wings again. And as this is a much larger bee, I'm going to do 260 for each. And I am just grabbing a 260 and another black. Sorry, people, I have everything inflated. Right. Okay, so I'm just inflating another 260. And we're doing exactly the same as what we did for the table centerpiece. We're going to do the wings and then we're going to wrap it into the pinch twist on the back of this design. So effectively, all we're doing is upsizing. So you can have your wings sticking out either side or to the back, whatever suits you. And then the last couple of things we need to do is exactly the same as before. We made the feelers and the table centerpiece. So we've done the exact same thing for here, but I've just upsized them so they look proportional for what we're building. Now I will need to adjust it so that it's all facing one way. Do that then just for a minute. So with a standard column pole, you can get away with 3 flowers if you have them slightly smaller. If you are having a larger one, you can get away with 2 flowers and a bee, which will fit on your pole okay. Let's go with the feelers there. And let's put some on the other side. And then the only other thing we need to do is add the arms on, and then what we'll do is just straighten everything up to look like it's in a line with that flower. So come on. Right, so we've got your feelers either side. And I'm just going to straighten this bee up so we can actually tell where we're going with this. I'll turn that whole column that way. You'll now be able to see the flower along with the bee. And then we just need to add his arms on. I like to do this out of 2 balloons if I'm working with a larger sculpture. Get rid of that. That is not what I wanted to happen. Do that. And I'm just giving that arm a little bit of shape and bend. And then we're just wrapping straight into the neck. Put one more on. Another one.
That's a great idea, Arla. She thinks that'll be good for a rainforest theme, Katrina.
Yes. I don't know how big bee farming is in America, but I did this one quite a few years ago for a bee farm in New Zealand.
I don't mean to sound silly. We mean bee farming. You mean like to make honey, right?
Bee, like beehive, like
Guys, from
farming,
honey. Yeah.
farming honey.
Yeah. We do that here. It's
Yeah,
very big.
okay.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, Manuka honey is quite a big thing, so we have quite a few honey things.
Sure.
Could have made that a bit shorter, but anyway, that's the idea of it. I'll just put the other.
Yeah, we got it.
I didn't actually know that you were building a flower down at the bottom. Can you remind us quad wise what's at the bottom? You've got a green quad, then a yellow quad, then what?
So on the bottom, there's the green that represents the grass, and then I've got a quad of 4, which is yellow.
Okay.
And the second quad up is 2 black and white spotty balloons.
But that's
and
just
2
two,
yellows.
right?
Yeah, 2
Okay.
spots tied together, and then 2 yellows. So from either side, that represents your flower, and then you've got a quad of 4 yellow. And then you've got your grass, and if you were to make this again to extend it up to be another column, you can repeat the flower and then shove the bee on top, and that will put you right at the exact height of a standard column.
Thank you. That was great.
Okay, thank you. I will hand back.
Awesome. Any questions? Other questions for Katrina? Yes, it's recorded. This is recorded for the folks who are registered. They have access to it in a private group. And if you haven't registered yet, you can still register. And all the videos are in there. Private Facebook group. All right. Cecilia.
Yay. Thank you so much, Katrina. Thank you so much,
Beautiful.
Tia. Always great because you see, even that you are teaching us, we don't do it the same, which that is awesome because we share ideas or you inspire. And I hope what I'm going to share with you can inspire you and you can make it better. It's just this one because it's the same concept of a wand, but now that is the World Cup, it's a representation of the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup.
Wait a minute, what happened to the animal you showed earlier?
Well, the other one was, remember, simple.
No, you showed an animal you were going to show.
The animal, yes. But just as a little reminder that this can
sure,
be...
Sure. Oh, yeah, we can do... Oh, I see.
Bison.
Okay, got it.
And the bison, it's... If you have a 350 brown, great. Most of the time, I have linkings. You see, there's people that prefers linkings and other ones more, I think, 350s. But there is something 350. I don't know if you can make this shape. You just need a linking for the bison. You see, this have a back that is like or it kind of looks like because of that body. Very cool for representing a bison, and that effect it's because of a linking. But if you play with a 350, it works. It can happen. It's just this side is gonna be slightly thicker. And what I like about the linking, this one is not that thicker. And there's many different ways, so you can always make it different. But this is a version, I like it because it is fun when I can do this with these balloons linking. So I'm gonna just share. It's like the same concept. If you wanna twist a linking underinflated, it's gonna be easier. So linking underinflated, look, it fits in the palm of your hand. And last time I told you to tie it close to the nozzle. This time, you're gonna tie it, but soft. Look at this. You see, it's soft because in a moment we're gonna roll it to just use everything. So it's still soft and squishable. And you just gonna start, you see, creating from the bottom here, a bubble. Then you want in here, in this side. So you see, we have a bubble, like 2-3 finger bubble. Then you wanna here create another bubble, something like this, like 3-finger bubble. And that bubble here, you wanna make it a pinch twist. You wanna grab it. It's super squishable. So, and look at, I like this. You see concept. Already it's happening, but twist it, and you have this concept. Now this one is gonna become also a pinch twist. So you just grab it, pull, and take it here. with the tip of the, imagine you don't have a linking. It's just going to be a round that is okay. So if you have a 5-inch round brown, because most of the time brown is the color, mocha brown for the bisons. So you have, just a bubble, which is great. I'm just using linkings and that's what I have. But a 5-inch round is going to work great. And this part, remember, I told you to just tie it up very soft, because now you grab it and pull a little bit. So now all this is going to be softer. And why? Why am I going to do that? Because you just need to grab a bubble, like a finger bubble, and make it as a pinch twist that is going to represent where the nose, and then you can put a smiley face. You see? So this shape, it's kind of fun with a round balloon, right? Especially I like this. You can make a lot of different things, but here's going to be eyes. Here's going to be the nose and the smiley face. The rest, so now we have one balloon, all this. Then a second balloon, 260, the same color of this, if it's possible. So whatever you have, you could just practice it, but it's a mocha brown, and you're going to tie it like 7 finger towel. So 7 to 8 finger towel. Look at this. And you're just going to touch this part right here. Right there. So, yeah. So actually even right here. From here, we're going to measure maybe 6 finger long twists. Then we're going to make 2 pinch twists. That's going to be the booty. Then we're going to create the back leg. So this is interesting, right? Because now I'm starting from the back leg. So this is 6 finger long, which if you notice, it's going to be this part, the back on top. 2 pinch twists, the back legs, 4 finger bubble, 4 finger bubble. And then we're going this little bubble here. That is going to be shorter than the one on top. So if this one were 6, this one is going to be 4. And it's going to go, and you will see, because this is really cool. Look, 4 finger bubble there.
Yes.
And 4 finger bubble, which those are the back leg. And you are here. So you are going to take it, but it's going to be in the air for a moment. It's like, so you just make sure here 4 finger bubble, because it's shoulder. Then we're going to make the front legs. And the front legs are going to be 4 finger bubble, another 4 finger bubble. You're going to then make here 2 pinch twists. 2 pinch twists. So we are here. They are here. Now. And then whatever you have left over is going to make a loop that is going to squish this lower. Look, it's going to just squish it. And this one is going to wrap and pass it around in between. And you may end in a little bubble, which is okay, because that little bubble is going to go in the center of these 2 pinch twists, because it's going to kind of represent, the fluffy lot of thing. Tail, I don't know. And this is you just twist it and pass it into the center. That's so good to see you, Sam. I didn't know you were here.
Who's there?
To see you, Sammy from Canada is here.
Who? Who is it?
Sammy, look, from Canada.
Who from Canada?
Sam.
Oh, Sam. Oh, Sam.
Sam.
Hey, Sam. I was wondering where you were.
I know, it's been like a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just got in from a gig, and the traffic in Vancouver is wild right now because of the World Cup. So,
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
Glad you made it on, Sammy.
yeah.
You see, I don't know anything about soccer, but when it's a World Cup, I'm watching all the games as possible.
Yeah. But the problem is we have 2 Sams now, and I get confused. And a Canadian one, an American one. Right.
So we're doing this. It's like the and by the way, it's like a World Cup,
I love it. So Celia, let's get a picture. Oh, are you gonna work?
Yeah, so that it's not over yet, but we're just
go ahead.
2 balloons. You see, so far it's 2 balloons. And it just need darker brown or what could be another color, black maybe. It's a bunch of bubbles, pinch twists, like 5 pinch twist, we're going to connect it right here. And then you will have more than enough for a tail. So I'm going to choose burgundy or something like this color, dark. I don't know. And you just inflate it halfway. You loosen up halfway. I'm trying to make a 6 or 5 inch twist. You know, it's small. Just, I know I'm going crazy. I got too excited to see Sam, but it's just pinch twist, pinch twist, pinch twist, and keep going. Pinch twist. And another. It's like a flower, 5-petal flower pinch twist. So, and if you want even one more in the center, but there's a bunch of pinch twists. Imagine just, let's keep it simple, 5. Cut it, leaving a long tip. Long tip is gonna make things easier, and still you have enough balloon. But at the end, you just need a little bubble and then a tail. So look at this little bubble and the tail. That's the representation. Oh, I lose it, but it's okay. A little bubble there. And that's it. That's going to be the tail part. Let me just inflate it so then it's ready. Just gonna leave a little bubble there, tighten, and that's gonna be the tail in a moment, just like this. So this part have a long thing, perfect. You just need to wrap it right here. So you just put it. Look, I connected where I want it to be, pull, and then just wrap it around, nice and gentle. And it's gonna stay there. So, like something like this. It's a representation of some hair. And then the tail, we can start attaching it. You just need like a 1 finger bubble or 2, and then a tail. And then cut the excess. Now, another scrap, because it's just horns. 160 white I have here. And we just put like 3-finger bubble. And if it's a 3-finger bubble here, and then you just bend it in half. So then you see I'm just bending it. And then twist.
At a 160?
It's a 160 white, and it's a scrap 3-finger bubble, bend it in half. You can make it longer, but shorter is better. Just squish the air there in the middle, and then another 3-finger bubble that you're gonna bend it. So sometimes it's easier to do it right now, but you can do this at the end, and then just cut it. So that's what I'm doing. Just creating horns. If things get untwisted, it's okay. I'm just gonna try them. At least you have things already separated and soft and squishable. You can bend it again. And just now this, attach it in between. So you see, have some space in between. So the same, create some space in between each bubble. It goes to the side, the horns. So I'm looking at here and I'm thinking 3 on top, pinch twist, 2 on the bottom, and goes in each side. So just gonna pull, twist, and it's gonna go. Middle side, you wanna make it different, but this is just ideas, and you can do variations. What I like is the Sharpie time is not that much, and you can even put stickers. Those stickers that are for very simple, like
right.
But just a circle, some a little bit of separation, make it more elaborate as you want. Here the nose, like a nostril, and then even here you can even have a space for a smiley face. So
and you can make it a girl.
A bison, a bison girl, a bison, but it's a representation, and you show this to anybody is gonna recognize.
Oh yeah. So say I want to get a picture with the couple. And you
guys, if the playing with linkings is too hard, the 350 is gonna play the same concept, and it still is gonna be looking like a bison.
Exactly.
It's just you just start bubble pinch twist, 3-finger bubble with the 350, then another pinch twist, and then and smaller pinch twist that is in the back.
Let's see. Smile, Cecilia. You guys stop chatting for a minute because hold on a second. Your thing's going over here. 1 second. Okay, got it. You guys can chat now.
So that's awesome. That's it. And then the workout. This is the workout that it's the same concept of like the Statue of Liberty. Play with that, make a wand, add a round balloon on top, and then a 160 give it a little extra detail. You see, because if you pay attention, the World Cup is a guy that is like a soccer player, you know, and this is supposed to represent the world or a soccer ball. But so that is with a 160, you give the arms, you know, and it's a representation. And then add the green because it has some green.
Let me make that. Let me pin you again.
Mm-hmm. And if you can put here FIFA, that will be awesome. But
exactly. Mm-hmm. I had fun with the World Cup balloons. I did too. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Cecile, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Guys, everybody did everybody did a great job. Katrina, amazing. Aaliyah, amazing, and Cecilia, amazing. How do you guys like Steve's Charlie's Angels?
I get too excited too fast sometimes, but
I know, right? That was fun.
You can always watch it again.
Yes, yes. I'll put the you know, it's always with technology. I always double check, right? Because you never know, right? But I always put the replay up, and it's unlisted. It goes inside the Facebook group. If you guys are registered and you're not in there, let me know. I know that a couple people had to get in today because how it works on there, just so you know, if you don't see the invite, you can't get in, and then I have to email you, and that's the only way to get in. Okay. So that way it's private and it's only for the people who are members, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks everybody for being here. It was a great Zoom, amazing. Like I said, I think, but stay tuned. I think that the next Zoom will be on July 20th. And if you are in Las Vegas, we're going to have a live jam at Lucy's house at the same time. I'll be back in Vegas. And for folks that are, you're welcome, Corrine. And for folks that are in Boston, I will see you guys at IHOP next Monday. And again, it's all complimentary. Just order food and tip the waitress, please, so we can come back. And that's all we ask. So awesome stuff. And again, more updates with Bling. We do have internationals coming. And by the way, Cecilia obviously will be teaching. It's her wedding as well. And obviously, we have Aaliyah teaching as well. Was on tonight, so keep that in mind. But we have a bunch of other announcements of teachers that is probably going to blow your mind. So stay tuned. And because I like to hold my cards really close to me, sorry, until it's ready. But I'm real excited. And there's a couple other things that I'm working on projects. And as a matter of fact, while we were on here, I got an email back from one of them. So they want to have a discussion. So I'm working on some things that's going to be really good for you guys and the convention with our holidays. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great, great Bling into 2027. I can't believe it. You guys have a good night. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys all and awesome. And if you haven't booked your hotel room, do that because there's a block and then we might have to add to the block. So make sure you get them. And if you're competing, you want to come early. So make your plan and work your plan. And we'll get on the competition stuff shortly. Debbie, you know, is passing that torch on to somebody else, but helping. But she just got a little relieved with her dad. She sent me a message tonight, so I'm sure she'll be on the next one, and we'll get that rocking and rolling and more information about that. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, and Doug, I'm interviewing Doug tomorrow.
What time does everything start on the Sunday?
Yeah, so yep. So right now, and I think subject to change. So what we do is on Sunday is we open up registration in the morning. I'm sorry, we get set up in the morning. People are welcome to come and help if they want to. They don't have to, but they do if they want to. And then usually 1 o'clock is when the registration opens, and then we start jamming right at that time.
Okay, I just want to know, so for travel purposes,
exactly.
I'm not getting there in the afternoon or Sunday night for anything. So thank you.
And you never know with a sponsor. There's a couple proposals in on doing something extra on Sunday between twisting and decor. So I don't know that yet because they always move a little like snails as well. But I'm always open to listen to what they have to say, right? So there's always something subject to change, if that makes any sense. So
perfect.
Awesome. That's going to be great. Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Night all.
Good night.